Alright, my name is Nick, and I own a 2004 Nissan Xterra. I have not been very involved in the forums, so I thought to make up for my lack of involvement, I would do basically a play-by-play video blog on how to install the cold air intake made by Volant for the first generation Nissan Xterra. Volant, however you say it. Anyways, I'm going to be working off of NissanOffroad.net. There's a blog post by a guy named James who did a very thorough breakdown of his install of the Volant, but there's no video, so I thought I'd add to the internet community. So I will update you. First step right now is to remove the mass airflow sensor. Okay, I'm about half an hour in. I have the mass airflow sensor out in the Volant tube, and I just removed one of the resonators, which that was in there. So just remove that. Not terribly difficult if you follow the steps that were provided. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Going to be moving on to the rest of the resonators and let you know. Okay, so I'm about 45 minutes in. I have removed this little resonator thingy that was right here over top of the radiator. I am struggling with the T-pipe, which is that thing right there with a hole in it. It goes right into the fender wall. In the steps, he did not remove the air box, and I've pretty much already removed it, and I think that's going to make removing the T-pipe a lot easier. But I might have overstepped my bounds. I don't know. We'll find out. So yeah, keep you updated. Okay, so I got the last baffle out, and this is it. This is what is underneath of the fender. It's up in there. Yeah, when James says that you got to yank on it, especially on this end, be sure to yeah, just position yourself so you don't get hurt, because when it gives free, it's going to give with a lot of force, and you'll hurt yourself like I just did. But there you go. That's the baffle. And go in the baffle pile. So far so good, following James' directions to the letter, and I believe we're going to start assembling the actual cold air intake. Okay, we got everything removed, and I've assembled the pipe here with the mass airflow sensor and the silicone tubing. This is the box with its foam stuff that actually doesn't really get all the way around. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, if I paid like $360 for this thing, your parts need to fit. Volant, I mean, come on. And no instructions, that's bull. So anyway, apparently this doesn't, according to the write-up, it does not fit. Although it seems to fit okay, but the guy wants me to like take off the hood sensor, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, sit rep. Have the box in. The hood sensor doesn't really have to be taken out, but as you can see here, this is a AC line, and there's this little bump in the box right there, and it's just perfectly aligned to smash that bit. Never mind the fact that your front headlights are now basically inaccessible. I used the bolts that James mentioned, and they're really actually kind of too long. But I don't know how this is going to work, and replacing the headlights will be a real pain. So yeah. Okay, sit rep. I'm about an hour and a half in. This is the situation as is so far. So, got the box in with the bolts that are generally way too long. AC thing moved out of the way. I didn't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. He was saying that the inlet temperature sensor was not going to be long enough. Cable wasn't going to be long enough. It's long enough right there. He said the tube, that little tube thing that goes to the whatever the hell that is down there, wasn't going to be long enough. I had to buy more. It's going on, and it seems to be long enough. It's not crimped terribly. This I don't understand what he was trying to do with the silicone tubing, because this is already all the way in the box, and there's like another 1.5 inches of clearance that I'm gonna have to somehow finagle. I'll just probably scoot this thing up. So anyway, it's going on good so far. It will make replacing any headlight a complete bitch to do. So that sucks pretty bad. But yeah, everything seems to be fitting okay. His hardware recommendations are pretty good. And as of right now, I'm approaching just the very end of it, and I'll turn it on and we can give it a growl. Okay, engine's running, and box is in, as you can see. It's a little bit of hiss that I'm not used to. Oh well. Forgot. I kind of need to put that back together. Anyway, this is kind of what it sounds like. I'll let you hang out. That's with it getting to about. So, there we go, mission accomplished on the Volant cold air intake. Design's okay, needs to be worked on. Volant could do so much better to respect their customers by adding instructions, hardware, and fixing the box, because it's just ridiculous that it doesn't fit and it bumps into that AC thing. Other than that, I'll let you know as far as performance goes. I don't have a dyno besides my butt. But I'll let you know, I get about 18.5 miles per gallon before I put this thing on, and I drive relatively conservatively, never really getting above 3 grand when I'm accelerating. So yeah, I get about 18.5 almost all the time. But I'll let you know, and I'll post later on if I see any difference in my fuel economy. So I hope this was at least the slightest bit informative, and yeah, thanks for watching.